I guess the stream is live and we're going to test some stuff. And I guess the stream is live. This is mostly going to be a test stream. So I will try to stream regularly from now on, but this is more like test stream for future streams. So let's see how it goes. And it's mostly for troubleshooting. So I can see that the bitrate of the audio on YouTube is a bit low. So I'll try to fix that first. Settings. I guess it happens sometimes and sometimes it doesn't. So I'll ignore that for now and just do the shading on this one for now. And we'll see. I'll see how it turns out in the video that is saved later. So yeah, let's do the tone shading for everything, starting with the bowl. And we'll just use the simple basic tone shader, diffuse to shader to RGB to color ramp, set it to constant, move the slider, and we are good to go. Hey Cobbler, I hope I am audible, but if not, I'll just send a message in chat. Can let me know if you're still watching. You can let me know if I'm audible or not. I'm not doing any music for this one. I'm just checking out stuff. Hello, Utkarsh. What's up? Just doing some test streams for setting up the streams later. So this is mostly figuring out how things are working in the stream without music and if the quality is good enough to stream later. Okay, yes, I can hear you. Might increase a little bit. Okay. So the thing is, I'm not actually using a mic right now. So I don't know if I can increase it, but let's see. I'll try adding a filter maybe later, but I'll have to check in post. Like I will have to watch the stream later to see how the audio experience is. For now, please try to increase the volume on your device. I'll try out next stream with a mic, a proper mic, but this time I'm just using my headphones, so not actually good input from the mic. So yeah, for what we are doing today, I'm just making a ramen bowl. This is from the anime Ponyo, if you have seen it. So I did this yesterday. Okay, it's good, don't worry. Thank you. If I speak a little louder, then also it might get good. The reason I'm not using a mic right now, yeah, the reason I'm not using a mic right now is I need to figure out how to set up the cables properly because it will be a mess. And currently, I haven't figured out how to do the multi-stream properly. I'm actually live on Twitch and YouTube right now. So once I figure this out and the stream runs normal, then I can go towards adding the mic. So that will be like the last step, at least when the stream quality is good enough to add the mic. Yeah, I think a proper mic. Yes, Cobbler, you're right. A proper mic should work better, sound better. Will not be streaming this time also. I think the a better time should be around like after dinner 10:30, 11 p.m. to midnight maybe. This is mostly a test stream. I did not expect anyone to join in, to be honest. So thank you, both of you. And if you'd like to ask anything in the chat, feel free to. I do have one question though, if you guys can hear me. Uh, we figured out the materials that blends with surroundings. So about the materials blending with the surroundings, I think first of all you need to use an HDRI that is given, but There's a theme to every HDRI, I think. Like some HDRIs give you like a damped lighting, and some give you very bright, overexposed lightings. So you have to match your materials or colors according to that. Let's say you have an overcast day HDRI. So you don't want your objects to look warm. You need to make them look dark, or let's say less saturated. So that is one way to do it. And if you're just doing like product shots or something, you can be a little free, but it will depend on your lighting still. If your lights are warm in the scene, let's say in this scene, I'm just using, this is tone shading, so not the best example. Uh, maybe meant ambient occlusion. I mean, if Utkarsh, you can be a little more specific, I can be a little more specific with my own answer also. But in general, if you want to make your objects look like they belong in the scene, then you'll have to adjust the colors according to your surrounding. If you have dark lighting, make them a little on the darker side. If you have bright or warm lighting, make them a little on the warm side. That's the basic way to do it. But if you can ask a little specific, that would be great. Are you guys on Discord, by the way? Just a random question, but we can always continue the discussion later, even after the stream. Hey, nice. I hope that did answer your question. If it was specific to tone shading, I don't think there's a requirement to match the lighting. I usually just render on a transparent background and just see what looks good. For for Instagram renders at least. For products, you have to be a little more specific. I'm not on Discord. Oh, so you're a new viewer, Cobbler. That is interesting. I guess streaming does work actually. Even I do that sometimes, like watching live streams from people, but that is fun. If uh, you can just follow or you can check my Instagram, I post regularly there, like very regularly, and just common stuff. Yes, there is a delay in the chat, a little delay. I think it's like how the stream is set up. So there's, I think, a 10-second delay in the chat. I still have to figure out that setting, but I think it's good enough for now. So Utkarsh, you're not on Discord. If you have a Discord ID set up, you can join and you can just ask questions there. I'm not very active, but I am trying to connect the Discord and the live streams and improve or provide a better experience from next month. These are like test streams I'll do this month for a few days, and then from next month I plan to live stream at least for weekdays, 5 days a week. So I hope that happens though. That is the plan at least. And Cobbler, you can check out my Instagram if you want. I've got a ton of content there. I'm actually on the way to like 1000 posts by the end of this year. So I plan to do that. I'm just creating content in advance right now so I can start posting next month and hopefully I'll reach 1000 posts by the end of this year. Can't see your Discord link. I don't think I have it on YouTube. If you can go via my Instagram. Wait, I'll just add it in the chat. Just a minute. Okay. Yeah. Instagram is the best place to get the links. I'm still, I think I haven't kept my Discord uh, link nearby. So that's a good reminder. I'll note it down to keep all the links handy so I can just put them in the chat whenever I want to. And welcome to the Discord server. It's a bit silent right now, but I'm hoping to change things by next month. So hopefully things will be better next month. Oh, you're a long follower then, Utkarsh. Thank you. That alphabetic series, I think, was my most successful series, you can say. I was thinking to do a similar thing, but with characters this year, but I haven't planned it yet. Uh, I'm currently planning to do an anime food series like this one. What do you guys think? Like, I have two people in chat, so I might as well ask them. Like, what do you think about an anime food series on Instagram? It can be alphabetic as well. That is also a nice idea. We can cover the alphabet with dishes like A to Z, and this can be like the R ramen bowl, and that might be interesting. Or a simple 30-day like series is also possible. What do you think? We don't need solidify on this one. So the alphabet series might make a return depending on the chat. Oh, we've got another viewer. We got three viewers now. The third viewer is a bit shy in the comments, I guess, but that's no issue. I like hard surface modeling and product animation. Tone shader is cool too, but I don't mind any blender screens. So about hard surface modeling and product animation, I I have to actually update my portfolio. So I was thinking alternating between streams like one week could be, or one stream could be a random anime stream, and another could be where I update my portfolio. I was actually thinking to do a portfolio series where people can join me in the Discord. We take one prompt, let's say a face cream or a sanitizer or something like that, or a food product, and we all can make a product render. Then it could be a live stream and it could be turned into a YouTube video also. So let's say we keep 1 week time and everyone does their own interpretation of that product. And after the week ends, like I can drop a video of how I did it and also maybe feature people from Discord that did it as well. If we do it for like 10 weeks or 12, 10 out of 12 weeks, we could have a portfolio for everyone likes, you can say. So that was one idea that I was thinking, but I'm not so sure about it. So let's say you could join a challenge where could you could do improve your portfolio based on prompts that I provide. Would you be interested in doing it? Also, about Utkarsh, not gonna lie, I love your work and kind of gives as relief vibes. Thank you. That is really kind of you to say. I hope to actually move into more like tone shading stuff, but hard modeling is also required to get work and improve portfolio because tone shading is like tone shading is like good for, as you say, like relief vibes, cozy vibes, but it's not really great for work, or at least I have not seen many great examples of work with tone shaders unless you are really big and you have a particular style that a product or a company approaches you for getting the work in only your style. So that is one thing, but unless you're not that big, it's mostly hard shading that will get you work, if any. And Cobbler says, I love challenges, so maybe I should make poll or let's say an announcement on Discord, Instagram, and YouTube also that we will be doing a portfolio challenge. So we can do it actually. That is really interesting. I was waiting for next month because if my Instagram viewers know that my laptop is not working very well and I'm having issues with my SSD and RAM actually. So I'm waiting to get it fixed like 100% first before starting any challenge because let's say if I have to leave my laptop at the store or service center, then I cannot continue any challenge or live stream or anything. So I was waiting on it to get it fixed first fully. So hopefully by the end of this month it will be fixed and I'll be able to start content creation again. I'm not posting a lot also. Yes, I know you're a foodie by looking at your Insta story with that nostalgic songs. Yes, I do post a lot of food stories and I recently started cooking also. My sister has a cooking Instagram and when she's not posting, I go in and post there. So yeah, if you are an old follower, you know it that I do post a lot of food stories also. That is where actually this idea of food renders comes also. So it's basically because of the love of food that is where it mainly comes from. The only problem with making food renders is that you want to eat the stuff that you create. Other than that, it's all good. So if you can curb your cravings of eating everything you create, you can actually make food renders every day. If not, it's a bit difficult. Sign. I did a mistake there. I need to duplicate this as well. Okay, did the stream just turn off? I don't know. Like YouTube just did gave me a message or prompt saying that you are offline, but of course I'm not offline, so I don't know what happened. But so far so good. I think having two people chat and join Discord and actively participate in the chat is what we wanted, mostly because this was a test stream. And I did even announce this on Instagram for the same reason, for checking out if it is doing well or it's getting some errors or anything like that. This will look nice with smoke. Oh yeah, that's a nice idea. I should add smoke. Let me just write it somewhere. Hmm. Let's add smoke. There we go. Now we have a reminder to add smoke later on. I did a ramen scene, if I can remember, but right now this food looks cold. Yes, actually, I think you're right. It does look a little cold. So I think let's just model, let's just give a basic material to this piece of meat first, and then we'll do the smoke first. So simple setup and shader to RGB and a color ramp, then output constant. Just leave this at here for now. Let's add smoke. Uh, what's the best way to add smoke? I remember a scene I did earlier where I watched a tutorial of adding smoke and they just did like a simple plane with displays and then it's mostly the shader work. But I don't think I remember the full process. We can try meta balls. Mm. There is a cool video on YouTube where a person adds like drift to the tires of a car and then they create smoke with that. I'm from India. I don't know if you're from India and you're asking the specific state, but if you are, then I can answer that in the DM or Discord rather than answering it on stream. But for country, it's India. And what about you? Let's try to recreate that. Mhm. Let's see if it can work. The smoke that I saw earlier, or I did earlier. I should make some biryani. Yeah, that can be a cool idea. I'm still figuring out how to do the rice though. I want to create a bento box. I actually did a poll on my Instagram where I let viewers choose between a bento box and ramen, and there was one thing more. I can't remember it, but everyone chose like the poll result was for bento box, and I'm figuring out how to do the rice actually because it can be a simple like cube or any shape with a displace modifier, but then the shading is the little tricky part because with rice you see some actual grains of rice here and there. So that is a little tricky, I think. So if I can figure out that, that would be cool. But I can definitely add biryani to the list of things I want to create. Oh, you're from Middle East. That's interesting. Let's see. Let's add a displace modifier. Mm, where is it? And it's- so I think this can work, but we'll have to do the shaders. Like it will depend on the shaders. Yeah, but I think this can work out. Let this frame itself. What's the time? I think we have, yeah, we have like 20 minutes or so. By the way, Cobbler, are you like, do you follow, subscribe people, like finding them randomly on the live stream or not? I actually set up some, I think you can make rice with hair simulation. Oh, nice. Rice can be made with hair simulation or like the curve, this thing, what do you call it? Particle system, maybe. Hmm. Rice with hair simulation might be possible. I'll search it up and I'll see if I can find something good. Okay, I'll definitely find. Oh, so I was saying I set up some follow and like subscribe animation thingy, like where you get alerts on screen when someone follows or subscribes. So if you can test it out for me, you can definitely unsubscribe later if you want. But if you can, if you're not like you're not definitely already subscribed. So if you can, okay. I think yeah, my stream on YouTube is very delayed. I can like I'm watching it on the other screen right now and it's delayed by maybe like 2 or 3 minutes. So yeah, the chat. And oh, you did subscribe as soon as you joined. Thank you for that. But yeah, I think we did not get the alert. So I'll have to check things like if they are not set up properly, I'll have to set them up again. I did an OBS alert thing for Twitch. I did check for YouTube. I also checked, but maybe like it's my first time setting these things up, so I don't know how well I set them up. But thanks for the follow or subscribe on YouTube. Let's see. Let's make the material for the smoke actually. We need to make it transparent and also transparent along the edge, like in this direction. Uh, it's to a gradient texture. Yeah, like, and as you said, the stream is delayed by a lot on YouTube. My Twitch stream is actually working really well. It's like almost real time. Like the delay is very small, but on YouTube, the delay is by a lot. And the connection is also showing excellent. And I don't know why the stream is delayed since the speed is good because the Twitch stream is working well. I think there's a stream delay type setting which I should look into and see if I can get it fixed because this delay is, yes, a lot. I will check your Twitch. Oh, thank you so much. I have actually, oh, the Twitch actually worked. Yay. Oh, we got two people watching on Twitch. Did we just get two followers or was it both by you? Oh, we switched to uh, Twitch. Thank you. That was interesting. I actually don't have Twitch open on my, let's say, I don't have the Twitch dashboard open because it was working fine. And yes, I did get the alert and it was cool. Like, it actually scared me for a moment, like what just happened. But then I saw the screen and it was the alert. So yeah, that sounded good. So at least Twitch alerts are working. You got the alert. Yes, someone else followed also. So thank you to the second follower. If I hope I'm audible here also. So thank you for following whoever followed me second. That was really nice of you. And I hope you're enjoying the content, like this food thingy. We are actually trying to make a ramen bowl, and Cobbler Live suggested we add a smoke, so we're currently doing that only. We're adding the smoke, and I accidentally messed up the noodle material, but we'll fix that later. So the new follow is DOOKA or DO0KA. So thank you, Doka, or however your name is pronounced. Thanks for the follow on Twitch. This is mostly a troubleshooting or test stream. So I'm trying to figure out how things are working. And if everything goes well, I'll set up a schedule and I'll stream regularly, or at least that's the plan. So yeah, thanks for joining. Let's add a transparent shader, transparent PSTF. Let's add a mix color, mix shader, and let's use this here, and this here. This should work technically. So, okay, we got the opposite effect of what we wanted. So let's switch the color ramp, and it's working, but it's still okay. Okay, I think the smoke should look good when I add some like object for displacement. So let's add an empty and a plane axis, or let's just do a sphere. And let's control the displacement with the empty. Making ramen after staring. Yeah, man. So what happened is I was testing the live stream yesterday night actually. It's like 3, 4 p.m. right now here. So I was actually testing the stream yesterday, and I streamed for like 25 minutes, but then I found out that it had not started at all. So it was around 11:30 p.m. and after making the ramen for a few minutes, like I was hungry, like I just wanted ramen after that. So yeah, I think I also will make something after finishing this stream because this is making me hungry as well. We messed up the noodle material, so let's fix that. I think we got the smoke and I think it will work good. Let's switch the noodle material. The earlier material was good. Actually, I don't think uh, we can recreate it as good. Let's see. Okay, I think it is good enough. The egg is a little too dark. Okay, this one, this one. Yes, smoke. Thank you. It was your idea, so I'll definitely, if I remember, I'll add that in the caption that someone from the stream helped remind me of the smoke that I definitely forgot. And we'd have to eat stale or cold noodles if not for the cobbler live to come to the rescue and remind us, which is actually really nice. And thanks again. Uh, I think if we add some rotation to the smoke, yeah, it is working actually. The reason I like to add a sphere empty instead of like a simple empty is I can rotate it to like 60 or 30 degrees, and then I can rotate it back so the animation can loop. I have not found a good way to loop the displace modifier yet. I think Ducky 3D's videos might help, but they're based on noise and using a mix color to get like phase changes to reset. But this works decent. Like you can rotate it and rotate it back to its original position, and it should look like that the smoke is like starting again if you want to loop it actually. Let's set up the camera. I'm not looking to be credited, but I appreciate it. Well, I appreciate the help as well. And as I said, if I remember, because I do forget things, so if I remember, I'll definitely add it in the caption on Instagram when I post this. So I think we can erase this one. There's a way to link the rotation with empty to animate the location of the noise. Uh, let's see. Yeah, I think it's this way. Like you just add a noise modifier, like noise texture, then you just do Control T, and in the mapping, you can just set it to object. Like you set it to this, and if you set this to empty, you can actually control the noise. What material have I selected? I don't know. But let's see. Oh, it's the bowl. So if you have a noise texture like this, and we add this, so if we now rotate the empty, it will change, or let's say affect the noise as well. But I don't know if we can loop this. For wave texture, it's easy to loop, but for noise, looping is a bit difficult. Will you do 360 rotation along the timeline length? No, I'll not be doing a full 360 rotation. I'll be making it something similar to like this. Like let's say this and this, only this much. Like in the final video, which will be posted on Instagram, it will look like this only. For the smoke, yeah, for the smoke, I think I'll be doing like 15 degrees to the right and then back. It looks a bit, what you can say, inconsistent, or like the smoke is coming back. But if you can find a good rotation point, you can actually just pass it on. Like you can get along with it if you can find a good point of rotation. Let's say, let's open the timeline and let's set it to 48. And let's see if we can actually get the smoke to look good. So let's add a keyframe of rotation here, and let's just do 24 frames for now. Okay, rotation. And if we just duplicate the first frame onto the last one, it should loop around really well. But yeah, you can see, let me just set this to linear. So you can see someone who knows that it is coming backwards, like who knows actually what I did here, can see that the smoke is coming backward. But unless someone is paying a lot of attention, it's really hard to conclude that in the half of the animation, the smoke is coming back, especially when you have the camera animated like this. So people don't notice it a lot that the smoke is actually rotating back to its original point and in backwards direction after half the animation is played. So most people won't notice it, but some will. And for them, I can only say that please tell me a better way to do it. Other than that, I cannot say anything really. And I think we can actually increase the scale a little. And definitely it's at 24 FPS right now, so it looks a bit too fast. Will uh, The final render will be in 12 FPS, so it will look a lot better. Yes, this will be the final render speed, and I think it will look good. It should look good. I'll definitely have to adjust like the rotation of it. Yeah, I think this side looks good. And if we increase the base, like if we increase this face, and let's see, in this direction, maybe we can cover a little more area on the bottom and it will look a little more better, I guess. Yes, but the minor tweaks will always be adjusted later. For now, we need to fix this, whatever this is. I think it's the shadow from the smoke. So in Blender 3.5, I think we had better transparency options where we could just uh, do transparent or let's say semi-transparent shadows. But in this one, I don't think we have it. So if we set the, so yeah, we can set it to either transparent or we can set it to this thing which does not look very good. It looks very grainy. I don't know if it's from the textures or if it's from how transparency works in 4.5 and above, but I think this is the best we can get in Blender 4.5. So I don't think smoke actually has shadows, so we can just remove the shadows totally. So I'm just going to do that. I'm going to remove the shadow completely from the smoke. Also give it a little more color at the base. So it got a little too transparent on the base also. A little sharper transition. Pure white for this and this. I'll also have to look up the references from anime, like how much transparent should I keep this or my older render at least. But for now, the sun angle is not very good. We'll have to adjust that as well later. But from this angle, it does look good. So the last thing left to do is this meat pieces. So let's finish that. Let's erase this. Oh, and we have four viewers on Twitch. I don't know if it's including me and you, and stream elements is showing as one. I'm using that to stream. So no idea if it's actually four or it's just me showing up 2 or 3 times. So let's hide the smoke for a moment. And let's finish this. So I made it in a way that I can just not color like texture paint it and use the geometry in a way that it can benefit, like it can work out in my favor. Like let's say these faces and +1, exclude these faces, include these faces, exclude this, and I might have to change the edge flow from here to get it right. Let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See if this goes here. Let's actually do it. We cut through here, enter, and can dissolve this edge. Yeah, I think that gives us all chords, hopefully. And now we'll just have to mirror this. So we have the geometry good. Let's just uh, let's not apply the mirror, but let's just use this single one. Can you hear the dog in the background? Let's see if my headphones are picking that up. Okay, so we do actually need better geometry or texture painting for this because this does not look any good at all. Or maybe we can get away with this. Yeah, I think we can. For the amount of time it will be seen in the render, I think this is good enough. Oh, I was wondering why my system is getting a little slow and the animation was playing. So yeah, dumb me. Didn't notice that. But other than adjusting the colors a little bit, I think we're actually almost done. This does not have mirror. Yeah, I think that is good enough. So we need a little detailing on these. Let's change this yellow to a little brighter orange. Yeah, that looks way better. For this one, let's make it a little darker. Okay, I think that is good enough. Let's add our smoke back in. It is clipping a little. Let me just move it. Disconnect. So I think I am not live anymore. Am I? I actually don't. Okay. Yeah, we're like back again. And it's almost over 1 hour, and I think we're good to go with this one. So let me just add a grease pencil outline, and then we'll be calling it a day, a successful day actually for this stream. I hope it doesn't crash my system. Three. Hmm. So I might have to tweak it a lot to get it to work, but let's see. Change this, and I might have to see what can be done to make the grease pencil line art look better. Let's see where in the timeline we are. Hmm. This looks good enough, but when there's smoke, I think this. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think this is good enough for with the smoke also. We'll be calling it a day for now for this stream. Actually, this was a very successful stream or a test at least. I'll have to see what YouTube is saying about the stream. Like, I get a notification saying the audio bitrate is a bit low. So we'll see what that means and how we can correct that. But for the most part, I think I'm actually good. At least the Twitch stream is working well, if not amazing. So if we can edit this, let's see. Okay, now it's starting to stream buffer a lot. Is buffering. So I'll just deselect random vertices and then we will delete three random deselect. Okay, we did get the effect that we were looking for. So yeah, I think this is it for the stream. I'll be hanging around for about 2 minutes if you have any questions, if anyone has any questions. But that is it for the stream. Let's just type it out. So I'll just hang around for another 2 minutes because the stream is delayed. And if there are no questions, I'll be ending the stream. Thank you for joining. Thank you for following and subscribing and joining on Twitch and YouTube and Discord to everyone who joined. And special shout out to the Cobbler Live for the smoke input. That was really good. Oh, you actually got ramen. No, so I think both of our ramen got ready at the same time, you can say. So that was good actually. I might be streaming tonight again, like in about 7 to 8 hours. I don't know what time is it in your time zone, but I think I'll be streaming around this time and around like 8 hours from now. That will be the experimental time for when I should be streaming, and I'll figure it out which stream gets a few people to join in. And I can always alter the days. So that is a possibility as well. Alternate days. Yeah, sure, sweet. Thanks for joining. And I'll catch you in the next stream. Do share your ramen pics in the Discord also. Thanks for joining. So, ending the stream, and I'll see you in the next one.